Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Love now. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
52 blaster.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be Falcon football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 26. They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down, Cook, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
This pass is caught by London.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But what do we response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When trying to create space for a running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about position.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Love.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here forcing incompletion.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Following the interception, Love. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love.
There's Chris Olave on the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
That's another Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now Thomas will come in motion light. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love looking long for Thomas. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try to mount a comeback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defense.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Black shot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Red, yellow, white, white, 6, 7. Hey,
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw now. Here's Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Hey, green, dog red.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Green check.
First down, Love to pass. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Again, 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Yellow, go. Steel, black, blue, go. Faster, faster.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the fourth quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Zay Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Trouble, 38.
Again, it's Kamara. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Black shot.
Smith will come in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3.
the 42-yard line.
Right.
Love now. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
To the air again, Love.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Grill green. Black, red. Black ultra.
To throw again on second down. Love escaping the pressure right.
Thomas brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Yellow blue. Dog red. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Love now to pass on first down. Olave holds it in.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Now Love.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Taysom Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding, we can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Love's throw complete there to Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
That's good for the Saints.
Going back to Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Black open. Blue striker. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are... Football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you,
touchdown, Falcons!
Touchdown, Atlanta.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Second and 2. 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation. What you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Love. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Smith catches left side.
Okay, ready? Okay. Black, red. Black ultra. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. Got an open man. It's Olave. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Blue.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dog red.
Again, it's Love. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Green jack. Hey, blue. Steel, black. Blaster, 6. Light blue.
On 2nd and 10, Love buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Red, cycle. You, yellow. Red, yellow. Ready?
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
On 4th down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. The last time out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
In motion right is Smith. A 2nd down throw for Love. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Blue striker. Yellow blue. Claws red. Blue.
Smith will come in motion right. Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 9 now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Uses the spin. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yellow, blue. Red, cycle. Gold pink.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Olave over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Love. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
No red. 6. Mega. Real green.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Flushed out right. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Black Ultra.
To the air again, Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Love. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of it? And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Following the interception, Love. Looking long for Thomas. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
That's good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.